Well, how about the society? You've seen the Finnish society also for a couple of years. So how do you think, has it changed during the years you've been here?
Greatly.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I was here was in 99, 2000. I played in Karkala and then went other places, and I think 7 years later came back. Of course, the mix of race was increased. Outside national and the Finnish, and then the mix of race of total the international people coming here. Was it the immigrants or whatever, for whatever reason they were here? Big difference there. One of the most positive things that I liked was, you know, when you would think to eat something, there was Hesburger, there was McDonald's, there was kebab and Chinese.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. And, you know, traditional Finnish, stuff like that. But, you know, just what, 5-7 years ago, now you have the sushi, now you have all this street food. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of opportunity we have to eat now. And I think in that light, it's really good. I think the mix of culture is important. I think we rely so much on what we see in the media or on some of these uploads on the YouTube and stuff of what represents a nationality, that getting to experience them when they actually come and interface with you, say, well, God, they're actually nice, and it's different from what is perceived, and a lot more people are traveling to these places now, and then now you see a lot more people are actually here on these tours, and it's actually nice. I think it's nice. There might be some fear of loss of certain cultural things that are, you know, the Finnish way and stuff like that, but I think there's a firm hold on those here. And I think it's pretty good, especially for sport. I think it's really good. Yeah.
Okay. How do you see the role of basketball and sports in general in the Finnish society nowadays?
I think it's really important, especially when you get the mix of cultures. When you get more people moving to the city, more people coming from other places within and without, you know, from outside. I think giving the kids an outlet to do something in certain places. I've even heard they have outside the mall some type of sound device for young kids to pick up if they're loitering too long.
Yeah.
You know, kids should be having an opportunity to do something and play sports. It's unfortunate for our side in East Helsinki, we don't have a particular amount of basketball space that's allocated for just basketball. Most of the gyms are salibändy, rollerblade, you know, gymnastics. So the time squeeze, you know, doesn't allow for kids to go. And even with these liikuntamulas, you know, there's still something usually taking up the basketball court. But who knows? Maybe there's more stuff in the works to build more places for kids to actually do sports stuff.
Okay. How much should kids pay for playing basketball, and that some kids cannot afford it and stuff? So what's your view on that?
I don't know. You know, it's a double-edged sword, because I look at when I take the challenge of having to coach kids who are not as focused as American kids would be. It's because, of course, we have to pay. There's 12. Yes, you can pay to play, so to speak, but then you don't have the same opportunities towards getting a university scholarship or going to the NBA or getting an agent. So if you look at here, the value of, you're saying there's a problem with kids who might not be able to pay to necessarily play. I haven't seen it to be such a problem. I think what our club is doing is pretty reasonable as far as cost. There are new clubs that are generally coming out to do what community type of service where there are no fees and kids have an opportunity to play basketball. We also provide, you know, if kids want to come, they can try for a week or so and they don't have to pay. Free camp, so to speak, periodically. There should be more, and I think if you have the facilities and there's open gyms, then that can start to create, a chance for kids to come. But unfortunately, the gym time cost, and there's cost with everything. So I'm glad I don't have the task of like setting the rates and what somebody should be charged. But it is an unfortunate situation, and I think there are more of these free opportunities up and rising. Mm-hmm. They're far and far between, but they are there. They are available.
How about what made you stay in Finland after your basketball career, like pro career?
Besides family and stuff like that, when I started coaching, I got a real grasp and love for the coaching because of the girls that I was coaching in Porvoo. I was coaching Mini. I started with Mini. They were Mini, and I was there 3 years with them, and just their love and focus and how they were personality-wise. I never considered to leave to go do the same job somewhere else when I was happy doing that job, here. And I didn't really have a drive at the time to, push for the professional level. Mm-hmm. So I had everything I needed. I wanted to give as far as what I knew about basketball. Those girls were absorbing it. The energy was, quite positive. So I never considered to leave. And then, with the family and stuff like that. So I just felt like Finland is a pretty good place if you want to have a family, if you want to work hard, and there's lots of opportunities. So why change that?
Yeah. You have a Finnish wife?
Yes.
Yeah. Talking about coaching, so you did the HKVT coaching degree, and what are your main goals as a coach?
Basically, to give all the knowledge and passion I have about basketball to somebody who's, ready to receive it and take it in and utilize it, whether, I'm not like the roadmap for 100% correctness, but to give that information and see it being utilized in young players or adult players, and be successful within, increasing the skill in basketball with the individual, increasing the positive mentality towards achieving goals, obtaining successful situations in life, and in the individual, and then the team, and then winning, of course. Everybody wants to win. So, and that comes at all levels. I don't necessarily have a particular passion to go to a 1% age group and do that well. My thing is kind of universal towards basketball. Wherever I'm asked to do that particular task, I could, implement it from age 10 to, 25, 30-year-old players. And I think I can be successful based on the experiences I've had and the type of mentality I use to achieve success and through teamwork and stuff. So that's kind of my passion. The goal is just to be successful and win wherever I am at whatever level. I do see myself moving forward towards more the complete professional level. Right now I'm like second division, which is kind of minor professional based on the amount of practices, and the focus of the guys is more towards their family and work versus working for basketball. So I would love to be in that situation where it's nothing but individuals who are focused for basketball to earn a living. I think to meet with that determination by them with what I know and my passion, I could have success. So that's generally what I'm trying to get towards.
Okay.
And also with this youth, it's just, I'm starting with these girls. They're particular girls I've coached for 4 years, and I've always wanted to build the skill of players make them better, make them more excited about basketball, give them more information now versus when I got it through live, so they can have quicker success. And take them to the States so they can experience, okay, international trip for one. Some of them have already been, see what a university is like, learn what it takes to go there, experience it and feel it competitive, you know, versus another team, and just enjoy and see the possibility of what that little ball can do. Yes, this they pay for out of their own pocket, but mostly, you know, when you start moving forward, they can see that these things are what basketball could bring to you without having any cost whatsoever. So that's generally it.